One Wintry Night by Ruth Bell Graham. Illustrated by Richard Jesse Watson. Chapter 2. The Boy and the Woman. Next morning, the boy woke up and peered drowsily out of the window upon a strange world. Where the sky was usually blue, the clouds were almost black, and where the red should have risen dark, it was white and soft. The dark, leafless trees, they too were white, and huge snowflakes were falling silently. Snow always filled the boy with excitement. He jumped from the big bed before noticing how high it was and nearly cried out in pain. He didn't, but when he looked at the ankle he had twisted last night, he saw it was swollen and blue. "Doggone it," he exclaimed. Now how would he get home? He pulled on all but his left sock and shoe and limped across the hall to what looked to be the kitchen. "Good morning, Zeb," the woman said. "Morning, ma'am," he replied. The smell of frying bacon, fresh coffee, and wood smoke made him feel at home. He stood shyly beside the door, the large gray and white striped cat rubbing against his good leg. "Lost a shoe?" the woman asked. "No, coming down by the old bear's den last evening, where it's almighty steep, I twisted it. Didn't really notice it till I jumped off that bed. It sure is high." "That's because there's a trundle bed under it. Now let me have a look." With gentle hands, she carefully felt the ankle. "You've got a bad sprain. We'll soak it in ice water and then wrap it well. I'm afraid you couldn't have hiked home today anyway. We're snowed in. I called friends in Norfolk to get word to your grandfather that you are here." "I'm obliged to you," the boy said. He stuffed down 2 helpings of the scrambled eggs and bacon, while the puffy ankle soaked in a pan of water. Then the woman carefully wrapped it in a wide elastic bandage. "You take this cane," she said, "and explore the house to see what your grandfather helped to build. If your ankle begins to hurt, climb on a sofa and raise your ankle with some pillows. I'll read to you, and we'll talk about your grandfather. When evening comes, if you like, I'll tell you the Christmas story." It had been a full day, a fun day. By the time darkness fell, snow had covered the second rail of the fence outside the living room window. The woman lit a fire in the fireplace that was large enough for a boy to stand in. A Christmas tree with little white lights that twinkled against the old hewn logs reached to the beamed ceiling. The boy leaned back, a pillow tucked comfortably behind him, and another under the sprained ankle. "I like your house," he said suddenly. "Feels like home." "That's the nicest thing anyone could say about it," she said, smiling. "It's fun dressing it up for Christmas. Always has been. We have 5 children, and they're all married now with homes of their own. But we dress up Little Piney Cove for Jesus' birthday every Christmas. And if any of them can come home, they're more than welcome." "Got any grandkids?" 19. "Golly," the boy exclaimed, "just like some mountain folks." "Thank you, Zeb. I consider that a real compliment, you know," she continued, eyes smiling. "There's a gift for you under the tree." "For me?" Gray eyes widened in surprise. Among the piles of gifts awaiting the family's arrival, she picked up a long, skinny one wrapped in bright red with a shiny ribbon. Slowly, he opened it. Unused to gifts, he didn't want to spoil the ribbon or tear the paper. There across his lap lay a walking stick made from a vine-strangled sapling. "It was here when we bought the place," explained the woman. They said it belonged to your grandfather. When you showed up last night, I remembered it. I said to myself, this stick ought to belong to Zeb. The boy's hands felt along the curved groove left by the vine, his eyes bright. I sure am pleased to get it, the boy said. Mighty pleased. And he couldn't say any more. Now, the woman announced, the Christmas story. This is the end of Chapter 2 of One Wintry Night. If you're enjoying this read aloud and would like to hear more, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends.